Ay, 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 ay. I bet there's sound now, right? Testing 1, 2, 10, 64, 38, 68, 69. Testing 1, 2. I had the microphone turned off. Everybody over there probably left. No sound. Yeah, there's sound now. Pretty sure. Microphone. It's right, microphone. Yeah, we're good. We're going to go with it, okay? All right. Good morning again, everyone. How you doing? Hey, CoreWeave is in the news this morning, so it's likely to pop up and fly a little bit. We'll see what happens to it, okay? Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY is still holding on pretty good. We're still in chop zone. Overall, though, I think if you look at the weekly chart, you've got yourself a very bullish chart here, you know. Nothing bearish about it. It doesn't mean today we can't cave in. We could snap in half today. But right now, you know, it's bullish. The daily chart is a shorter time frame, so it gets a little choppier. Just like an hour chart is shorter time frame and it's choppier. It's just the way it works. It's the mechanics of the chart. Longer term smooths them out, and that's what we're seeing right now. We're in a very nice wedge. We're in what I would call a doggone it, Rick. We're in what I call a bullish wedge because we're coming from the lows to the highs here. We're coming from, you know, here up, and we're in this wedge here. And I'm trying to kill time. There it is. Bear with me, please. Pretty please. Huh. Well, now what? Here we go. Where's it at? Well. Anyway, my I don't know where my colors are, pencils are. My pencil out. So there we go again. Anyway, we're coming from the bottom up, so I think this is a bullish scenario. We still need to break out. Anything to the downside, just watch that 50-period moving average. You know, as long as we stay above that, overall the market's going to be relatively bullish. I mean, I use this area. I use price, T-line, and the trendicator for my trading. Because we're below those, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're bearish, but that's what I use for my trading. So, but I think we're good there. Take a look at Qs. 1, 2, 3 Qs. Boom. Hey, we might be trying to break out one more time. I wouldn't believe it until it actually does it. But you know, it's trying. It's trying. So diamonds here, they're kind of hanging on. IWM, you know, I think they're hanging on. We've got ourselves a evening star up here. Oh my, right? It's just short term. Doesn't mean this is, you know, doesn't mean it's going to reverse here. It could reverse in this area. It could come down to about there and reverse. But what this does not mean, it does not mean we're going to drop back down to 224 or something like that. That is not what candlestick signals signal. All right. So I think we're doing okay there. SMH, nice little pullback, kind of an ugly little candle here. Nobody likes that, but it's just a pullback. That's all it is. Transports, IYT. They're down a little bit, but overall, I mean, the chart's bullish, right? Here, let's look at a 2-day chart. What's wrong with that chart? Nothing. It's just kind of, price is just kind of wacko here, is what it is. Take a look at our T20. 123. There we go. We're still bullish here. This is the end of Friday. Okay, so this is not live or anything, but this is the end of Friday, and yeah, it's still holding up. It still looks pretty good here. So all good there. I mean, overall, I truly think the market's bullish. 700. I want my 700 so I can put my hat on. I paid money for this hat, and I haven't worn it yet. So I want to wear my hat. All right, let's take a look at some charts. Again, Hold on here. Where is it? Where is it? Well, I had it somewhere. Hey, want to remind everybody, mark your calendars. February 2nd and 3rd, I'm having, you can call it an open house, or you can, what we're calling it is Trade Along with a Road to Wealth account. Members, you don't necessarily have to register. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you're a non-member, you're listening to this later on. Non-members maybe over here in the social media side, make sure you register. We're going to be giving away some memberships, ebooks, some courses, some coaching. So be over there, get registered. That's 2 days, February 2nd and February 3rd. It starts at 8:30 in the morning, just like right now, and we'll close it up at 4 p.m. when the market closes. Okay. I also want to remind everybody, if you're interested in a trial, free 14-day trial with Hit and Run Candlesticks. If you're technical, which I'm marginally there, you can point your phone right to that, or take a picture, something like that, of that little thing there in the bottom right. You can do that, and you can register, and or you can sign up for a 14-day trial. As of right now, the Road to Wealth account is up 183% in 12 months. Now, I must say, that's not too good, is it? Because I see traders get into trades and they're up 200-300% in a trade. I think that's fantastic. This is the freaking account. This is not one trade. This is the entire account. Okay. So that's impressive. Join me, follow along, make some money. Now let's look at some charts. Okay. Let's start over here today. No sound, no sound. That's not a ticker, not a ticker. There we go. Hey, Vernon. Let's take a look at CRML. Look at that. Beautiful. I mean, it's still bullish. If you can manage to get a entry up here, make sure that stop is in there. There's no reason to think it'll stop going up. However, it may rest. I mean, you can see here what it does. I'm going to change this to white, I think. There we go. Here we are, nice move up. See, we get this rest in here. So you may get that rest, but notice the trend remains the trend. So if you're just following that trend, it can rest all day long. And as long as it keeps going up, man, you're golden. Nice chart. Very nice chart, Vernon. Thank you very much. Take a look at some PL. PL is the same way. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a nice 3-8 trap entry. I'm gonna flag that one. I like that one. Aerospace and defense, that's kind of in the news, aerospace, and yeah, I think that's good. I think it's good. We may need planes, guns, and bullets. Who knows? Tanks and boats. We might need them. So, yeah, I like that. Nice 3-8 trap. Nice trend here. Looks good. All right, let's see here. What else do you have? That's good over there. And Emma, good morning to you, Emma. EMLC. Wow. I'd probably wait for a pullback on this myself, but let's flag that, okay? A nice little pullback, nice little setup there would be awfully nice. And man, that's a nice looking chart. What do they do? Emerging markets. All right, currency. Look at the upside. Oh wow. See, we're putting in a bottom here. And look what it was at one time up here at 55. That is, I'm going to write that one down. Thank you very much. EMLC. I like that. That's got a ton of upside potential. Let's do this. I'm going to take this top right there and go to the lows. There's the 50% retracement. So let's put a little mark right there so we don't lose track of it. There we go. So where we are now up, man, that's 46%. I might be with you on that, Emma. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Lisa. How are you? Yeah, look at USAR. Yeah, USAR. Look at that, would you? I wish I could say that I was in that. All I can do now is say I was in that. That's all I get to say. So for those that are in USAR, congratulations. You're buying beer tonight. Well done. Well done. So I suppose we'll look for a way to get into it during the day. It's going to have to set up a little bit, maybe. It won't set up on the daily chart today it'll be on an intraday chart that'll set up, but very nice. And again, congratulations to those that jumped into this. Okay. Sharon's looking at some LYV. There we go. Yeah. Am I on the right? Yeah. Yeah, I think I would look at that too. See how we move up, up. Well, this might be the higher low here. That looks like a nice little trade. Back up to these tops. That's about 18, maybe 19%. It's a good looking chart. I think I like that. Also, look at us. We're taking out the cloud. Yeah, we're taking out the cloud here. I just noticed. Why is I'm on the weekly. You guys keep me straight, man. LYV here. Yeah, I like that better on the daily. Look at that. Now we're at the 200 period moving average right here. That's looking pretty good. I want to look at that CRML one more time. Anyway, I think that's a buy. That looks really good. Yeah, it's same thing. All right. You. Yeah, there we are. We're on the daily. I mean, this thing needs to pull back. Okay. There's no question about it. I'd be hard pressed to be buying up here. I don't care if they cured cancer. They need to pull back. That's dangerous. There we go. Let's see who. Hannon, is that Hannon? RD. Sometimes it's hard to read the screen names. I like them when they're Joe, Sam, Rick, Pete. Those are good names. RDWR. RDWR, a nice little breakout. If it can hold here, absolutely. That looks like a buy. Next target up here would be about 27, just the highs, just real simple. This is a real simple chart. Boom, right up here to 27. Yeah, let's hold the phone for a second. So we're just now breaking out of the cloud. So this is different. This is different. So what I see is we broke out of the cloud. Watch for it to maybe move up a little bit, and then watch for it to come back and test that cloud area. This would be a great buy area, just so you know. Terrific buy area. So that could turn into a real nice chart to trade right here. Looking good here. Clear that cloud. Watch the little rest coming back. Okay, that's what I kind of like about it. All right, I've got a couple of charts. Oh, by the way, I posted charts like LAC, Tesla, CLSK, Irene, USAR, and TMC over on Facebook. If you guys wanted to go look at them over there, leave me comments, thumbs up. I do appreciate it. If you're watching from YouTube right now, just reach down and give a thumbs up. Sure would appreciate that. Okay. All right, we've already looked at CoreWeave. Take a look at R. And this is a hard week on earnings, so be careful. This is a rough week on earnings. Take a look at R here. That's in buy territory right now. And target up here, right about 61. And then we get into that 64 area, low 64 area right there. Okay. Keep an eye on that. CAR. Take a look at CAR, which I think I am in CAR. Yeah, I am in CAR. Currently up 23% on CAR. So CAR's looking pretty good here. I mean, this might even be an add to on CAR. This is a rounded bottom breakout, by the way. One of my favorite type setups, and it's working out pretty doggone nice. How about some CPRT? Look at that. Here's another rounded bottom breakout. Moving up. It's going to need to take out this $40, and that's because we're right at the cloud right there. We're right at that cloud, so we need to break out there. But once it does, we move up to the dotted deuce and then up to the 200 period moving average. I think this is a very, very nice chart. And it could consolidate, but don't give up on it. That happens a lot. We get into a trade, it runs in there, it gets us out, we make a little money or something, we forget about it. That's the chart you want to keep an eye on. Just because you traded it 3 days ago or today, just remember that 3 days from now, 4 days from now, a week from now, it might be very tradable again, because we're coming up to what could be some pretty good resistance right there. You can see it right in here. We are headed there. But watch that pullback. That could be another entry in there. Anyway, I think that's a top-notch chart, if you ask me. Take a look at XLC. Look at XLC popping up. Look how we went from this low up to this top. XLC might try to, 120, 122, 124, 26, 28. Hey, it could happen, man. That's a nice looking chart. Sound should be working. Sound should be working over there, I hope. Let's see. Hey, Sonny. TBBB. Never heard of that one. Wow, look at that. TBBB. Yeah, it's got volume, doesn't it? Wow. Nice little breakout here. That's very tradable on the breakout. Good find. Thank you. Yeah, nice little breakout here. Oh, we're breaking out into all-time new highs, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Thank you, Sonny. Appreciate that very much. Walmart. Let's take a look at Walmart, one of my favorite charts. And I am in Walmart. And I may buy more Walmart down here. It's right at where I would love to buy down here. So I'll be looking to buy more Walmart, okay? Speaking of Walmart, let's go look at Netflix. I don't know how many people are trading Netflix with me, but it seems to be doing pretty good here. Bought Netflix over here on the 21st, just an inside day the next day. And then now Friday, we ended up with a pretty good candle here. And then it looks like this morning we're popping up. My plan for next Netflix is to get up here. This is this trade. I may buy Netflix and trade it, two different scenarios, but I won't buy Netflix to trade until it moves up over those red dots. But for a little bit more of an investment, I don't mind buying low like that. So far, Netflix is working out, making some money. Go Netflix, right? You guys keep it on that channel. Watch Netflix, all right? Hey, Nancy, you went long some FCX last week. Yeah, you go, girl. Nice. Teed that one up, didn't you? I said that because she's a big golfer. Yeah. Bang. Wow. Nice. Looking really good there. Go copper. And Sharon, you're looking at some KR. KR is nice. KR is nice. You know what? I'm gonna. It's already flagged up here, and I glance over here at my other monitor. That's what I'm looking at, and I see where the cloud is. Here, let me post the cloud up here. There we are. So there's a little bit right in here. I'd be a little cautious with that, but I think we could have a comeback. All right. I think we could be mounting a comeback. So based on that, just be a little cautious here. If you buy it, take some profits in here, look to buy it again, or just hold and manage, don't panic with it. As long as it doesn't hurt you, I think we're good. But we're setting up to run to that 200 period moving average. That's what I see here. But getting there might be a little bumpy, So anyway, nice chart. And I do think we're mounting a comeback here. Inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. We're over the 200 period moving average now. For those that like trend lines, we can draw a trend line right there. We go from this side to this side. And you see we've already broken out of it. So we're good to go. Those that drive 1,000 trend lines, well, you can do that too if you want. You can do this if you want. You can find every reason in the world not to trade it. I look for reasons to trade it is what I look for. So that's looking really, really good. Just watch that little bit of a speed bump up here, okay? Let's see. CLSK. I think we already looked at that one, and I think I like that one. Yeah, that's one we already did we? I think so. It's on my list up here. Yeah. Another round. It's not a rounded bottom breakout. It's moved up over that 50 period moving average. I think we've got a nice little run up here at 21% to about the 1620 area. And then 21%, think about some profits on the way up. That's a very nice chart. That's very nice. Oh, that was on the weekend video. Thank you, Tex. I knew it sounded familiar. Yeah, that looks like a ride right up there to 16. And that's what I say that was 20% trade right in there. So that's good. Very nice. Oxy, take a look at some Oxy. Hey, don't forget, February, mark your calendar, okay? February 2nd and 3rd, follow along with the Road to Wealth. We'll be, I'll try to, I'll share everything under the sun, and you know, we'll look at charts, trade charts, and being up 183%. Well, I think that's pretty good. So let's go. All right, February 2nd, 3rd. Members, you don't have to register. Non-members, yes, please register, and we'll get going here. Okay. All right, Oxy. Oxy's about to break out. Let's look at the weekly here. Look at that. Look at that weekly. Nice weekly bottom right in here. So, and the reason I want to look at this is because if you look at this, well, that's all you see. I mean, if we you know, tighten that up, that's all you see. If you tighten it up here, well, you can't see anything. I mean, you can see the down move, but you can't see the candles. So let's go to the weekly, and that opens everything up. Kind of makes, it's like, wow, I can see, you know. So we have this big down move, and now we're putting in a bottom. This is a reversal pattern. So I'd keep an eye on this. I think it's got some serious upside, and I've already got it marked out. So let's go back to daily now. And then from here, I'm looking at 48 up here at 52, and then we get up here 57. So it's a matter of trade and manage the trade. Now, I wouldn't particularly buy it right here. I would not. Now, if you own it, put your stop in there. Make sure you have a clear stop. And if you have money in it, for God's sakes, don't lose your money. I think it's rule number 25. Don't let winners turn to losers. I don't know how many people see those on Facebook. Can I get an actual I do or something like that? I've got rule 6, rule 19, rule 25, something like that. Anyone see that on Facebook? Somebody give me a yes. I need to know that you're looking at them. I mean, do you see them? Maybe I'm the only person that sees them. Hello, wake up. Does anybody see those? Aye. Seriously? Give me a no if you don't. I don't even know if anyone's here listening. You don't see them. No shit. Do you look at my Facebook page at all? Talking about wasted time. If you know. Tommy, thank you. I got a yes. What was that? You look at it, but you don't see them? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're going to work on that today, members. Okay. I need to know if that's working. If it's not working, I'm going to stop doing it. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll work on that. All right. All right. So, yeah, I think that's a nice looking chart there, but I would be careful where we are. I'd be very careful where we are here. Okay. Let's see. We did those. Look at TSCO. Whoa. I'm flagging that one. Now that's a pretty chart. Look at this thing. Moving up. Big move up. Nice little pullback. All inside days. Flew to the 200 period moving average. Today got a little volatile, but the bulls came right back in. There's good volume right here. Take a look at the cloud. We're about to bust out of the cloud right there. I'm going to write that one down. TSCO. That's a nice chart. Let's do some work on this chart. So let's take this high and let's come down and do that bottom right there. Okay. Here's the 50% retracement. We're close. So it may come up here and then kind of bounce around and may take a while to get over it. But that's okay because it's the upside we're looking for. Oh. There we go. That's a nice chart. I'm gonna alert this one. I'm gonna put an alert right there. I'll put 2 alerts on this. I want one right there. Right there. And then I want another alert if it comes out the top. Right there. There we go. That's a nice chart. Thank you very much, Sonny. Was it Sonny? I think it was. Okay. Yeah, TGB. Yeah, that's probably flying pretty good. Look at that. Maybe, I mean, it's a little too high to buy for me, but I mean, if somebody buys it, just put your stop in tight. If it triggers your stop tight, so what? You lose $1. The potential could be really, really nice here, but yeah, TGB is a very nice chart. Target. Let's take a look at Target. What time is it? Ooh, I better. Target is bullish. We're setting up in a 3-8 trap right now. Yeah, Target's bullish. See how this is putting in a bottom? A lot of upside potential on Target. In fact, let's remove this and let's do the work on Target. I'm going to go from here, I think. Yeah, that works. Perfect. There we go. There's a 50% retracement. We're going to duplicate that. There's another target. So clearly, we're going to have to get through this level, right? Clearly. So that's a swing right there. So we'll call that target 1, target 2, and then up here is target 3, okay? Anyway, that's looking pretty good. Hey, folks, it is time for me to get out of here. For those listening to this, those that would like to become a member for at least 14 days, it's absolutely free. Check that out. For those that are even if you're not interested in coming to the open house, register, okay? We're going to be giving away a lot of cool stuff. You're going to see a lot of cool scans. You're going to see some trading. You're going to see a lot of this, a lot of that. We're going to have some fun for 2 days. Learn the way of the road to wealth. I'm talking about this a lot. And I'm going to try to share everything in me on how to double and triple your account. It can be done. Other traders do it. I'm just out here sharing how I do it, okay? So join us February 2nd, February 3rd. Everybody, we'll see you later. Members, we'll see you in the room at the bottom of the hour, okay? You guys all take care. Big heart to everybody. You guys take care. Bye-bye.